Vroom! What's going on, guys? It's SpotTheOzzie here with another Motorsport Manager gameplay, round 9 of the championship. We are currently in second position and we want to try and hold on to that spot. It's been a good season. We were predicted to come 9th. Currently we're in second. I've just skipped the calendar dates to get to the next race, and as you can see, we're down to picking our sponsorship package for the season. I'm going to pick Not a Fly, second or above, and for part fitting I want to make sure we pick the good parts for Elliot Marsh to have a good race. So I'm going to stack his car purely because he will be starting on the front row, second, with a reverse grid. So let's make sure he gets all the good parts. So Marsh gets that part, he also gets that part. Such a big difference. I think the two cars are going to have a very big difference in between the two of them. But that's okay. Chu will have to deal with that, and we are good to go on to the next race. Gearboxes are both at 100%. That was our weakest component last race. Both of them ran down to about 50%. Looks like it's going to be a clear day. So let's move on to the racing calendar. Now for the practice, I am going to do the practice, but I will skip it in this video just so essentially we're doing the race rather than doing everything part by part. So I will flick this back on the record in 2 seconds. And we're back after practice. It was quite a good session, although we were slow, 12th and 17th. But we got the car in the window in the last lap, which was just an out lap, which is what we wanted to do. I might just gear it a little bit differently to give it a bit more acceleration out of the corners. Meanwhile, for our good friends, how long are those tires going to last? 6 to 8. Yeah. Cool. I think that's what we're going to aim for. As for Chu, we couldn't get him in the window. Kept struggling to get him in the window, no matter what we did. I think if we go back here and we light the car up a little bit more that way. Yeah, it's hard to know. We're just going to have to run him on that, see if he'll adapt to it at all. 82% isn't too bad, and that would have been a little bit better in the window for him. So, I'm going to put that in the greatness window. As for the acceleration, that's all we know, so we put that into great. Fuel, I think we're going to run 13 laps. We're going to run a 5 stopper for him, so we want him out of the gate running really hard, trying to make up as many positions as he possibly can, and if we have to backburn, we will, but I just want to get off the line good, because it's really important to get ahead of the pack as much as possibly can. We saw it 2 races ago where Chu went from 13th down to 4th. What happened again? I don't know. Hopefully Marsh can take home the victory again. He has the car for it, and he's got the driver ability to do it. And these reverse grids again, and they're away. Marsh is able to get a decent start off. He hasn't been able to pick up any position. Meanwhile, Chu is stuck in 14th. He's moved up just 1 position. And Giles also jumped from 20th up to 15th, back to 16th. Chu, meanwhile, is trying to make a move down the inside of Gerard, but Gerard comes underneath, and that's it. Gerard, these Garuda cars are just 2 cars. Chu's getting chewed alive out there, being pushed down the back of the pack. One Marsh is also fighting for that second position. He did go back down to 3rd briefly, but he is back into 2nd. He should be able to hold it. Meanwhile, Chu has been chewed up and spat out behind all the way at the back of the field. So we're going to change his strategy. We're going to go into a normal mode just to conserve a little bit. So we're not going to eat his tyres up, because as you can see, he uses it up quite a bit. For weather, we'll have a bit of a look around. It is going to be a hot day, so the tyre grip, track grip I should say, should go up relatively fast. At the moment, he goes up in 18th. I don't even see what happened. 2 cars must have pitted. Did they have a difficulty? They must have had... Something must have happened. There must have been a bit of damage, and therefore they've gone in as a result. Marsh at the moment, how is he going? He has set the fastest sector for Sector 1 so far out of all the cars. Not up at Sector 2, because it looks like Venenen is catching straight up behind him on a really aggressive strategy. That's okay because we've got Marsh doing a nice conservative medium engine mode neutral medium as well. I think under the slipstream, under brakes, Vennon's going to come underneath. Nope. Marsh is able to hold his place. He's got a good brakes in that car, as you would have seen in the setup previously. Chu is just continually falling back. He is really out of this race at the moment. We thought we'd be giving him a bit of a flexible strategy where he goes out of the gates faster with less fuel and also better tyres, but he's not able to kind of benefit from that. In fact, he's just gone backwards. So our strategy might change around him as we go further into this race. But Marsh at the moment, down in the 30s, dropped the position to El Sadat. El Sadat seems to be on a more aggressive tyre strategy. Yes, he is. That's okay. Marsh, how is it going? Still got 3 laps to go, 64%. I think these guys might pit 1 lap earlier than we do anyway. Look at that, under brakes. Marsh goes around the outside in the first corner as El Sadat makes a boo-boo there, and I don't know if he locks up, but he does a big mistake where he just gets that grind. I think our brakes in Marsh's car are superb. That's that new component that we built in the downside, in the downtime between the rounds, and it's really benefited his car twofold. He goes up in the first position. As you can see, El Sadat is making big moves at the moment. He is completely lunging. He might be the guy to beat at the end of this race because he looks really competitive so far. At the moment, we're in the lead. That's what matters. We've got 2.4 laps of fuel left and 52% of tyre degradation, whereas Evans, who is chasing us, is currently eating away his tyres. And Chu, same rate, 50%, who has 1 lap to go in fuel. So we will let him do this 1 lap. Everyone else is going in. Might be good for Chu to get some free air, which is great at the moment, so we'll just let him keep going. We're going to put him into attack mode because we can wear and tear those tyres down now that they've still got a bit of meat on them. Now we are going to pit, just have a quick look at our conditions. All good there on that front. Going straight into more soft tyres, fuel-wise. We are going to go up to 5 laps and keep him on that strategy, a fast pit stop, and see if we can be the beneficiary of coming out in clean air for this last lap. I hope we can. We've got no bunching. We're first and second at the moment due to that. Looks like everyone's stopping very early into this race. Marsh will do another lap. He is going to complete another lap. Where is he? He's going to be coming around. He's got 1.3. I might even be able to push a little bit more out. Let's just see what he hits. 1.1. I'll get him to go into the high mode in a second, and I'll get his tyres to start into attack mode while we finish the session off, and get him to pit as well for more soft tyres. As for fuel options, what are we going to do? We're going to go to just 5 laps just to fill him up and get him going on a lighter strategy. See, we haven't double stacked, which is good. And for some reason, it looks like Chu's car's been completely filled up to 6 laps. Anyway, we're going to put him down into a neutral setup. He's come out in 3rd position. That is a huge jump. See, that is the benefit when you get some clean air. Everyone else has jumped on the medium set of tyres. So, we're on now. Chu went up to 3rd after coming last. He's back down into 4th. I think Jeffries is probably running a bit more aggressive, has a mechanical fault. This early in the race will probably have to come in at some stage. As for Marsh, he has now pitted, and he is going to be out on his way out of the pits. Going to get his strategy back to medium, and medium with a fuel burn, because look how far ahead he is. At the end of the race, I might try to get him to do the fastest lap of the race for the bonus 2 points. Why not? If we get some clean air, I'll get him to do it anyway. We don't have any risk of crashing with anyone else. Look at Chu going on the outside. Chu's up in the 3rd position. He wants that podium spot. Look at that. Come on. He came from 6th to 3rd in that last corner. The brakes on these cars seem to be the difference between the other cars around us at the moment. I think because we have that handling facility, it's really benefited Chu and also Marsh. And again, like I said, Jeffries, I'm not really worried about her at the moment, simply because mechanical issue, we'll probably have to pit for a longer time. So right now I race between John Stoddard to get into that 2nd place, that 1-2. We haven't finished 1-2 yet. We've finished first and third and we've been penalised back, but we've never finished 1-2, so it'll be interesting to see if we can capitalise on this. And again, it looks like most people are going to probably start hitting the next 2 laps. Weather-wise, we are all good. Grip on the track is doing well. The tyre pressures, as you can see, is in the middle of the gauge, so it's the perfect balance between performance and wear of the tyre at the moment, and that's where we want to keep it. Looks like the fastest lap was just completed by back in 18. Not that it's going to matter at all because we are not under threat by him at all. Let's look at the China track. I want to look at those timings. What timings we do? 125s for E-Marsh. And that was a 122. We're not even going to get close. I'm not even going to try for that whole lap. We'll keep going around at our current pace at the moment. Chu, 4th position. Doing well. Anyone else pitted? Looks like the guys behind us are pitted. I want to see, can we watch him live? Let's see this gap. Let's look at Chu's gap. Is he? He seems to be maintaining that 1.4 seconds and gaining a little bit when there's heavy braking. But when there's acceleration, it looks like we pull away a little bit from us. Alright, John Stotter's going to come into the pits. I want to start applying a little, not necessarily pressure. As soon as he goes in, I'm going to open up the engine a little bit, put it into race mode. Right about now, because I want to get as much clean air as we possibly can and get Chu in front of 3rd place like Citrafus. I'm not really concerned about. And just to be able to overtake during our pit stops. Now the pace, Marsh is up by 0.06, so he's consistently punching out some good times. Chu's doing 126s while the first in front is about 0.8 seconds slower. Let's have a look where Chu is. Chu might have to come in now. I think we're going to have to pit now. I don't want to do one lap, a really slow lap. So here we go. We're going to go back to our softs. We're going to put 2 laps of fuel in. Only 2 laps. Fast pit stop conditions. Everything looks well. Pit. Meanwhile, Marsh is going to do one more lap around the track. It'd be funny if Jafus doesn't pit for a second time and keeps going. Surely you can't just do one stop. We'll have to wait and see how that pays out. Let's see what Chu comes out, because he's the man in the moment. What was the pit stop like? It was a good pit stop? Tires are good. And we are underway. I might just have to go to a medium setup, because we're not in the excess fuel window just yet. It's 2 and a bit laps to go to finish. Chu drops back down to 7th. Behind Jacinta, who was the guy who we had to come out in front of, unfortunately, who's just at the fastest first sector. Oops. Oh no. I think I forgot to accidentally pit Marsh. Uh-oh. Let's have a look. Oh no. Say it's not so. Where are you, Marsh? Low fuel burn. Get around the track. How far in front? He's 40 seconds in front. His tyres starting bad. I should really have pit Marsh that last sec. I lost track a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. He should be able to get back around. He's going to be moving a lot slower than Dreyfus. 50-second gap. I think Dreyfus has just gone to the pits actually. No, she's just slowing up. That gap doesn't seem to be declining much. Please get around. Come on, come on, come on. There's only a little bit more to go if we can just get into the pits. We will be fine. It will be the last lap. So when we come out, it's going to be medium strategy, full attack mode. Let's do low. Let's just make sure we finish this race. Our main point here is Chew, who's chasing down just Sonta. Excess fuel, so I'm going to go into overtake mode. High attacking on these new tires. Sonta's actually pulled away quite significantly. Because of that, I'm going to move our strategy back to medium because we're not going to lose anything back to fourth. There's an 8-second gap. I'm really happy with that. A first and a third spot. Marshy, where is he? He currently has excess fuel, so let's burn it off. He's going to finish 13 seconds ahead of Jacinta. Had a bit of a kick up there with the pit stops, but we are okay. We're going to finish first and third. Where is Bochin? Bochin is 8th. Jar is 18th. What happened? That is probably his worst result all season. Now, Bochin has a DNF. That's going to make our last round really interesting. P1, baby. Come on, Marshy. You've got to be happy with that. That's number one for sure. He's done it twice, I think, now, and a third time when he was penalised and drawn back. Chew as well. P3, nice one. Good work, guys. Let's just see when Jar finishes up. What did El Soda? We're looking at the start of the race, and El Soda looked really competitive. He's not going to be able to finish by at the moment. He was 17. Santa Ana is smoking. Will that be enough for Jar to get ahead? I don't know. Jar seems to be really driving on. It's like they've stuffed their pit stops. I'd be interested to see what their strategy was in terms of pit stops because they're in conservative mode. They're 9%. What has happened? They've just had a brain snap. 2 more cars to finish. And else that to wrap them off. That's it, Marshy. Well done, baby. Let's have a look how we finish up. So I want to look at Jar. He had 1 stop. Why? All the guys who had 1 stop struggled. I don't know. I mean, it can happen. You just got to stick the car out. But what's happened here? So Chew moves up to 4th position. And you know what? I reckon Chew might be able to get in front of Cavalcanti in the final round. He's only 4 points behind. Team standings, we're definitely going to get second unless something goes terribly wrong. This has been a solid season. And yeah, look at that. We've turned and burned some good times. So thanks again for tuning into round 9. Oh, hold that thought, we're getting scrutineered. Okay, no rules broken. I'm happy with that. Oh, okay. What happened? Someone got penalised? Excuse me. So got the fastest lap. Gets the bonus points for fastest lap despite cheating. Surely they've got to pull that out. Else that Anna gets pushed back. It was broken by GMA rules. Okay, so there's a few people cheating. It doesn't, I mean, it happens often. And our target of 2nd or above was met. So thanks again for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe for more. 1st and 3rd, we are going to be competitive come this 2nd season. Believe it or not, I'm looking forward to it. We just got 1 more round this season to do, and it is going to be hectic. So make sure you tune in and check out next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.